Do is the shoulder's got a few joints, so we're going to kind of break it down joint by joint, look at the special test that way. So the first one we're going to look at is Apley's scratch test. Apley's scratch test.
Apley's scratch?
Yep. Scratch. S-C-R-A-T-C-H.
Apley's scratch?
Alright, so Apley's scratch test is actually pretty easy. All you're going to do is you're going to have the patient. You're going to take, so if we're testing, if it's the right shoulder she's having pain with, all we're going to have her do is take her hand and just touch the left tip of her shoulder like that. Okay? What this is doing is just compressing that AC joint. If she gets pain while doing this, okay, that's a positive sign. Okay? So straight across. You really want to make sure that the arm is coming across. Touch the tip of your shoulder over there.
Oh, tip of my shoulder.
Yep. So you're coming all the way across, touching the tip of your shoulder.
You said stresses the what though?
This is compressing the AC joint. Everyone know what the AC joint stands for? Acromioclavicular joint. Yep. Okay, so if she gets pain with this, that's a positive test. The pain will be right along in here, right at the AC joint. Okay. So pain's a positive sign, and that's for AC joint.
So just going across.
Yep, just going all the way, touching the other tip of the shoulder. Okay.
Okay.
And like I said, it's positive for AC joint. It can either be the ligaments or just an impingement. Okay. But it's basically AC joint pathology. Cool. All right. So then the next one we're going to go over, we're going to go from the AC joint to the instability. So I'm going to have Erica lay down on her back, your feet on the table. So this one is going to be your anterior apprehension test. Okay? So someone who has dislocated their shoulder, this is going to be a really good test if you think that they've dislocated again. You're bringing her out to 90 degrees of abduction, okay? And then 90 degrees of elbow flexion. So in this position. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab her wrist with one hand and basically just her arm with the other, and I'm rotating her back, okay? You have to be able to make sure that her arm will be off the table, okay? And I'm just putting her into external rotation. Does everyone see that?
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's dislocated their shoulder before, they're not going to like being in this position because they feel like they're going to dislocate again, okay? And that's going to be the positive sign, is if they feel like they're going to dislocate, they'll actually guard and stop you from doing it. Okay? So that's going to be the positive signs. It's the feeling of apprehension. That's why it's...
So she was a negative?
So she's a negative. So
So
they'll feel a tightness, but the people that have dislocated before, they'll feel like they'll actually pop out, like they're going to get that sensation.
what's that, Mr. Guy?
This is the apprehension test.
Apprehension test.
Yep.
So you're just trying to see if they've had one before?
Yeah, so if you suspect that they dislocated and basically they spontaneously relocated, and so just a quick out and in, and you want to find out, they'll get that same feeling. So you just want to see if they have the same feeling, they'll try and resist you and won't let you get to any more external
What about like a
rotation.
sublocation? That's kind of the same.
Sublux.
A subluxation?
Subluxation.
That's not completely all the way out. That's just a partial. So someone who's been all the way out, they're not going to like this. Okay?
I did.
So this is anterior apprehension test.
Would they have known if they had it all the way out? You'd tear it and then be like, would they always know if they dislocate it?
They'll get that same feeling being in that position. So, like if I suspected that you had a dislocated shoulder last night, and so now I'm just seeing it today, and I put you in this position, you'd be like, yeah, that's the way it felt last night, or it feels like it's going to be the way it was last night. Okay? And often with a dislocation, you're going to get, you'll get capsule, so the joint capsule will be injured, the ligaments will be injured, and then you may also get some labrum damage. Okay, so it's kind of the whole shoulder complex is what gets injured with dislocation. Okay? So if they feel like they're going to go out, that's what you're suspecting. You're suspecting there may be something labrum, there may be something joint capsule, and then there may be something with the ligaments. Alright? Everyone clear with that?
What was that called?
That one's anterior apprehension test.
Anterior.
Yep. So posterior apprehension is just the opposite direction, okay? So she's still in this position, I'm just going to push her down. A lot of times you're just going to get a stretch with this, okay? A lot of times people are going to feel a stretch, it's called a sleeper stretch, okay? But some people who have dislocated posterior, you see it a lot with linemen, okay, like offensive linemen. When they're doing their blocking, their arms are fully extended, and then they have this weight coming at them, and so it pushes it out the back, okay? And so you can either go in this position and roll it down. Like I said, typically you're going to get a stretch with this one, you're not really going to get that feeling. Or if I have her slide to the side of the table, there you go. And then I have her more in this position, and if you slide your shoulders off the table, there you go. And then I just push down, she'll get that feeling. So it's roughly the same position as like an offensive lineman would be.
Is
Okay.
it just dangerous? Because if they did just dislocate it and you put pressure on it, what happens? if
You're
it
not
goes
trying
like
to
that?
dislocate it.
I'm talking about you.
If you do, then obviously you're just gonna hold there, try and relocate it if possible. But typically we're not gonna get to the point where we're gonna dislocate. Okay. So I'm not putting a lot of force in it. When I was putting her in the external rotation, I wasn't putting much at all. I mean, I basically let gravity take it. Okay, and then I'm just putting a little overpressure to see if she resists that or is apprehensive in that position. Same thing with this. Just see if she's apprehensive in this position or in this position with just a little bit of force down. Okay? And then posterior is going to be the same thing. It can be ligaments, it can be capsule, or it can be labrum, any or all of them. Okay?